plan. They worked extremely hard, and it was the game ended up being 15, but I thought it was a very close game and a very well played game on both ends. So, and they're a young team. They keep getting better. I think they've got a bright future. But we're pleased to be going to Sunday, and we'll just leave it at that.
Thank you. Questions for the three student athletes representing the Shockers. Right there in the aisle, Karen.
Hey, Marcus, you kind of had that burst, couple threes in the long two that kind of got some separation. Kind of take us through that, what you were seeing at that point in the game.
When Alizé hit that three on me, I had to get him back. So, and then they had their hands down, so I just decided I hit one, so I'm like, see if I can hit another one. And then I started feeling it, so I just started gaining more confidence. But I mean, after that, I didn't want to rush anything after that, so I just started to move the ball and everything, you know. I didn't want to. I'm trying to win, so same way we all are, so.
Stay right there.
Connor, could you kind of describe, it looked like the switching defense maybe kind of, Missouri State's switching defense kind of slowed things down, maybe threw you guys off a little bit. Just describe their defensive plan and how that affected things tonight.
Yeah, they had a pretty good defensive game plan in the first half and the second half. They switched up from zone to man pretty quickly if we threw it high post, and they went to man right away. And kind of took us a little bit to get adjusted to that, but once we got used to it, we got in the rhythm, and it helped us out.
For all the players, I think most people came here expecting Wichita State, Illinois State to get to the finals. Is that what you guys were wanting, and how much are you looking forward to playing them for a third time?
We'll have Shaquille start this and then come over to Connor, okay?
I mean, for me, it's not even about Illinois State or Wichita State. I mean, anybody could have won the other side. It's just about winning. I mean, we done been here, well, I done been here personally. It's my fourth year in a row. 3 years playing and not making it to the championship game in those 3 years. So we just want to win it all, and we haven't officially cut down that, so that's what it's about to me.
Yeah, exactly what Shaq said. We're excited we're playing them, but we can only control what we can control, and it'll be a big game tomorrow, but we feel like we'll be ready for it.
Left-hand side, gentlemen.
For Shaquille, you had 16 points in the second half. What were you able to do against their defense to find maybe some soft spots and get going offensively?
Our coaches did a great job of running and executing our type plays to get me the ball in the weak spots of the zone. And my teammates just found me and kind of got me going and got my confidence up. So that was pretty much it.
Down here in the front row, gentlemen.
Only one conference game has been within single digits since the first meeting with Illinois State. What did that matchup spur adjustment-wise?
Marcus, please.
None. I mean, we just continue. You guys that question again?
So, basically, what adjustments did you make after the first meeting with Illinois State?
Oh, I mean, we didn't make many adjustments. We just had to be the tougher team, you know. The first time down there, we were still growing. We were still getting better. We just kept working. I think we're coming to our peak right now, and I think, we can only go up, and we're going to continue to do that.
We're on the aisle there.
Shaquille, you mentioned earlier that this was your fourth time, and you want to see that you guys cut down the nets tomorrow. Is that something personally that you putting on your shoulders this weekend to make it happen?
It's just us as a team. We just, we always got a chip on our shoulder. We, for being the best team in the Valley, winning the Valley 3 years in a row, back to back to back, and then sharing it with Illinois State. We have a lot of doubters of us winning it, so now we just want to let the doubters down and just win it all. So, that's pretty much it. It's a team thing. Personally, I just want to win. It's in my blood, but it's in my brothers too. So we just trying to come and give it all we got.
Marcus, Alizé Johnson had 3 offensive rebounds. I think he got 2 of those real late. He had 1 for most of the game. I know keeping him off the boards on the offense was a big goal. Describe what you do to kind of keep him from hurting you that way.
Yeah, he's a great player, great rebounder. Kudos to him. Yeah, I just had to anticipate the shot, and make sure I had to check him out every time the shot go up. Sometimes, he'd try to catch me, and I had to make sure I was able to box him out. So, it was tough boxing him out, but, I want to win, so I'm going to do whatever it takes. So.
Anything else for the student athletes of Wichita State? All right, gentlemen, you are dismissed. Thank you for your time. Good luck tomorrow. We'll stay here with Coach Marshall a little while longer. First question to Bob, third row.
Greg, you get behind 9-0, but this is a team that literally time after time all season long has shot itself back into contention, shot itself to big leads, so you never get, I would guess, not too panicked when something like that happens.
Well, it was 9-0 and I think 12-2. They came out and punched first, and they did a great job of that. They started in zone, which is what they did a week ago, and we really shot it well and won by 15 or 17, something like that, maybe 19. So we really anticipated them going man-to-man, but they stuck with their zone, and the first 4 minutes we weren't very good, but then we loosened it up. We were able to get Shaq established inside for the rest of the game. He drew a lot of fouls. He scored. When he stopped fading away, he scored. And Rano scored once. Darryl scored a couple of times. Kelly scored. But then the jump shots started falling as well. And Connor and Deshaun hit one. Landry hit a couple. So the offense got going, and then we played great during the middle part of the first half until the very last couple of minutes, and then made a few mistakes, mental mistakes, were sloppy with the ball, and they cut it to 3 at halftime. But very pleased with the way we continued to play in the second half.
Maurice, go.
Thank you, Joe-G. Coach Greg, you mentioned about Connor hitting some big shots for you, and some shots started falling, and Connor really hit some big threes from you at some of the most opportune times in the flow of this game. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, he's as good a shooter as I've ever been around. I've been doing this now for 32 years. When the ball comes out of his hand, it looks like it's going in from my vantage point. And he can really score off the bounce. For a 6'1" kid, he can really score off the bounce. We isolate him sometimes at the end of the clock, just flat, which he's knocked down a big 3. At that point, I thought the game was over. But he's a tremendously skilled and talented young man. He can play golf, scratch golfer. He's a great ping pong player. He's got great hand-eye.
Get over to Paul. Thank you.
Yeah, how much time do you spend fretting or worrying about our shots going to fall? It would seem like that would be low on your list of concerns. You're more concerned with, are we executing? Are we playing defense? Is that kind of an accurate way to describe it?
Well, I'm just like you. When that ball's in the air, I don't know how long the average three-pointer is in the air. I guess it depends on the trajectory, but I try to line it up and see if it's on line and it's going to be long or short. And then while that's going on, I'm looking at who's establishing defensive rebound position. So just like you, that 1.5, second and a half, 2 seconds that the ball's in the air, you're just hopeful. It's an interesting feeling as a coach when that you really have no control over it. It's just watching the ball float through the air. And hopefully it has the right trajectory and arc and rotation and all that. But I knew we shot the ball very well last Saturday to win by, 19? So I'm thinking, if we don't shoot it quite as well and everything else being the same, it's going to be a little closer game. But we end up shooting it well. I thought they played well. I really did. And I told Paul that after the game. Jared Dixon was really good. Of course, Alizé Johnson's a tremendously talented youngster, and they had a good game plan. They were really tough today.
Greg, Illinois State handled your team at their place. You more than handled them at your place. What do you anticipate tomorrow, and is this the game you hope to have?
I have no idea. It's two good teams going at it. I don't coach their team. I can only game plan for my team, and then I have to react to what they do, and they have to react to what we do. They've got talented guys. They've got size. They've got athleticism and skill. And we have the same. So it should be two heavyweights going at it, slugfest, and hopefully we make more plays than they do and shoot the ball well and have a better game plan and come out on top.
Yep, you're there, Paul.
Shaq's had his ups and downs. He's playing really well now. Do you think about those kind of things? You see him out there. He's doing the post-game interview. He's played really well in this important game. Do you think about the, kind of the progress that he's made in his time?
I absolutely do, and that's a great question. I actually mentioned that to a couple of the referees as he was making all those free throws and rebounding the ball and commanding post position and blocking shots and securing the loose ball. I mean, he was really, really good today. And I mentioned it to two referees that rotated in front of me as he was shooting free throws. I said, you would not believe how far that kid has come. And it's a testament to him sticking it out. There was a few times where I'm not sure that I wanted him around, and I'm not sure he wanted to be around. But we both got through it, and here's the end of the story is we both worked together, and he's come a long, long way as a young man, as a student, as a person, and he never did anything illegal. It's just little trying to get over on people and not quite ready to work the way we like guys in our program to work. But he's developed that begrudgingly. And I'm really proud to see him have success now. He'll graduate, and that was very doubtful early on, and now he's really playing well at a very high level. And I think he'll be a pro for however long he wants to play, wherever whatever country he wants to play in. I'm not sure he's an NBA guy, but it's been a success story to this point.
Anything else for the head coach?
See you guys tomorrow.
Thank you very much.